Should you learn how to draw as a digital artist? The short answer, and the long one, is most definitely. What are we talking about even? Yes, definitely you should learn how to draw. Now, I probably stepped on some toes. You're probably feeling attacked. You're probably getting nervous. I was in your shoes, young one. Yeah. Until I got up and I went to art school. And boy, oh boy, was I in for a surprise. A little backstory. I started using Photoshop ever since I was 14 years old, and I couldn't draw for shit. Couldn't draw a straight line if I wanted to. That being said, I knew that eventually I needed to challenge myself. Thing is, I felt like I needed to do something different. I didn't know what it was. So 14 years old, started making some designs. They were shite. Trust me, they were not, no. I think it's safe to say that all the designs I made when I was 14 are gone. I needed to just get that away. You know, sometimes you just need to run away from your past. Kind of like but this is something that I needed to do. So around when I was, I believe, 20, I felt like I needed to go to art school. I applied. The first thing they did was they put a still life, which is something that doesn't move. Could be a plant, could be a statue. They put it there, and they were like, draw that. And I was like, no. I don't want to do that. But you need it. We need to see the level of drawingness that's in you. Release to draw a tiger in you. I released it. It was more like a fat pig instead of a tiger. In any case, I drew something. I sketched it. It was disgusting. I felt ashamed. I felt naked. And they let me through. They apparently have no standards, which is a joke. They do have standards. But I applied, I got in, I started to draw, and I got better. I got better at rendering images to reality. And it took me 2 to 3 years to learn how to draw. So why is drawing a necessary skill as a digital artist? Well, let me tell you. And this goes for any field, I believe, as a 3D animator, even if you're a photographer, if you are a matte painter, you definitely need to draw. The fact that you can project what's in your head onto paper relatively quickly is, for me, kind of like a superpower. And I don't want to romanticize this too much, but it's going to help you in the long run. Say you're a photographer and you needed your models to pose in a sort of way, or you need to show the client in a more aesthetic way what you mean, to show off a bit. You draw the living shit out of it. You put the color, you take some water paint, aquarelle paint, and you start to do it, and you start to make these beautiful art pieces. Like, this is what we're going for, traditional. Yeah, it makes an impact. A little more authenticity. You start to render your image. You see, all right, this is going well. This is not what I'm looking for. The fact that you can do that as an artist is a must. It is a must. And I'm not saying that because I know how to draw, because I still feel like I'm not that good of a drawing artist, just a pencil artist. Probably not, but I can put what's in my head onto paper. It's mine. So my advice is, you don't have to go to art school. If you have the money, if you have the freedom, of course, go for it, even if you're doing animation.
Hey, jump cut. Real quick, I forgot to mention something. If you're still here watching this video, thank you for watching until this part of the video. Problem is, I suck at making videos. You obviously see how many mistakes I make right now. I've just made a mistake. I forgot to mention that you do not need to go to art school. If you want to learn to draw, there are a lot of YouTube channels that I recommend, which I will link down below in the video. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch this horrible version of an edit. I appreciate you. I look like a slob. So thank you so much for taking the time to knowledge yourself. Because it's sad. It's actually taking the time to giving me fame. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
And I highly recommend it. Quick disclaimer. I am not a school advisor. I do not advise people on going to school. Let it be said. All right? This is all your own responsibility. I am just saying that it could help if you have the ability to go to art school, go to art school. Because not only will you learn the skills, but for that high of a paycheck, if you have the money, you can network. You can get into the industry. All that jazz. Again, this all depends on your situation. It really depends on your situation. If I had the money, if I had the time, I would definitely go to some high grade quality art school and just get and sink my teeth into it. Just because I can. And just because that will significantly improve the way I work and how I work. I believe everyone should learn how to draw in any field. If you're a video editor, it's a bit difficult to see how sketching could help you as a video editor. That's a bad example to use, my guy. It's definitely helping us to create more, but the thing that makes us human, the thing that keeps us going is not doing the easy thing. It's doing the hard thing, doing the thing that makes you uncomfortable. And that, my friend, pushes the needle forward, pushes your successful narrative forward. Don't do the easy thing. My God, I could be a poet. Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Oh, did I record? Did I record? Jesus.